The first memory that clung to me was the scent. A mix of nutmeg, pine boughs, and deceit. She hummed a gentle melody in the kitchen, her back to me, her hands dusted with flour as if innocence could be shaped and baked into existence through some formula. Remember, she said lightly, behave like an adult tonight. Daniel's coming over. It's been years. We're all grown now. I smiled. Of course. My tone was steady, calm, the kind of peace that settles after a storm when you've already drowned in betrayal and learned to breathe underwater. She didn't notice. She never noticed those things. We'd been married for 8 years, together for a decade. The kind of love people post about online with glowing captions. Matching mugs, weekend hikes, whispered jokes at parties. She used to trace circles on my arm when anxiety hit, murmuring that I made her feel safe. I believed her. I built my life on that lie. Daniel was her old college boyfriend. The one she swore was just a passing fling. The one who meant nothing. But people who mean nothing don't text in the middle of the night. They don't call while you're in the shower. And they certainly don't save each other's numbers under fake names. I found out by accident. Her phone buzzed while she slept beside me. A message from Sarah, her coworker. Can't stop thinking about you tonight. Something about the words felt off. They didn't sound like a friend's. I checked. The number wasn't Sarah's. It was Daniel's. I didn't confront her that night. I watched her breathe, studied her face in the dim light, and realized the woman I loved had quietly slipped out of my life months ago. What lay next to me was just her shell, wearing loyalty like a perfume that fades with time. Revenge doesn't come as rage. It arrives as patience wrapped in courtesy. I started small, leaving digital breadcrumbs. I copied her messages, backed up her cloud data, recorded her calls. Every whispered word of affection to Daniel was filed, time-stamped, preserved. Every lie cross-checked. When I found their meetings, hotel stays, work lunches, therapy sessions, I didn't explode. I listened. I collected. I smiled through dinner conversations, kissed her forehead, played the part perfectly. Then she mentioned the holidays. Daniel's in town. He'll join us for dinner. Be mature. I almost laughed. It was the perfect stage for the truth. 2 weeks before the holiday, I reached out to someone else affected. Clara, Daniel's fiancée. I found her through a tagged photo on his social media. A woman with soft eyes and a ring too bright for her finger. I sent her everything. Screenshots, recordings, dates, receipts. She didn't cry. She just asked when and where, and we planned with precision. The holiday evening arrived, dressed in twinkling lights and forced warmth. Our living room glowed with candlelight. My wife looked radiant. Red dress, hair falling in soft waves, a smile crafted to inspire sympathy. She kept checking her phone. The doorbell rang. Daniel walked in. Same smug grin I'd seen in old photos she never deleted. He hugged her a moment too long. I shook his hand, squeezing just enough to make him flinch. Dinner began with polite laughter, safe small talk, carved roast, rich red wine, festive music playing softly in the background. Then came another knock. Who's that? My wife asked, her eyes narrowing slightly. I wiped my hands on a linen napkin. I invited someone else too. Thought it'd be fun. The door opened. Clara stepped in, wrapped in calm. Her smile didn't reach her eyes. The silence that followed was electric, sharp, heavy with tension. My wife's fork clattered against her plate. Daniel's jaw tightened. Clara, she stammered. Why are you here? Oh, don't stop the party for me, Clara said, stepping toward the table. I just wanted to meet the woman my fiancé's been sharing his heart with. The words landed like glass shattering on tile. Daniel froze. My wife's face drained of color. I poured myself more wine. We're all adults here, I said softly. Let's handle this like grown-ups. The room unraveled beautifully. Daniel tried to deny it, but Clara had the proof. The evidence I'd sent her now lay on the table among the candles and roast. My wife's voice broke, pleading, defending herself, shrill in her panic. I never raised my voice. I just watched the fear in her eyes, the guilt in his, the collapse of their carefully hidden secret. You planned this whole thing, she hissed at me finally. Her voice shook with blame and disbelief. I met her gaze. No, you planned it. I just set the table. Clara stood, slipping off her engagement ring and placing it beside her untouched plate. "Consider that my Christmas gift," she said to Daniel before leaving. The door clicked shut. My wife tried to speak, but I was already standing. "Your things are packed," I told her. "Your emails have been forwarded to your family, and the lawyer will contact you tomorrow about the divorce. Everything I built, you tried to break, but I won't share my ruin." Her tears came then, soft at first, then the kind of sobbing reserved for funerals. She reached for me. I stepped back. "I thought you'd forgive me," she whispered. "I already have," I said. "That's why I let you go before you even knew it." I watched her leave, Daniel trailing behind her. Two people bound by shame, not love. The house fell silent again. The candles burned out one by one. I sat back at the table, the air still thick with chaos. The wine tasted better now, full calm earned. I raised my glass to the empty room and whispered, "Happy holidays." Then I smiled, not from joy but from closure. Because peace, I've learned, isn't given. It's taken back, one quiet, deliberate step at a time, each building on the last with careful intent.